Welcome to Overcaring is Sharing. I'm Vida.
I'm Amie.
And this is a podcast about two weird as fuck chicks talking about
our fucked upness and just sharing that with you in hopes that it makes you feel a little less fucked up.
Pretty much. It's a personal growth podcast. You know, we've been through a lot. We go through a lot. Life ain't perfect.
Nope.
But we ride this shit out and we kick ass on the other side. So, since this is the, I guess, first episode, intro, getting to know us part, let's talk. So I'm Vida. I'm a life coach for people with mood disorders, or a mental health recovery coach, as I like to say. I also work full-time at a car buying service as the lead buyer, acquisitions manager, marketing person,
all around badass,
like just doing all kinds of shit. And Amie, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about you?
So I actually work here as well, or work for Car Zeus as well. New buyer. Met this crazy chick, and she thought that this would be a great idea. We have really awesome conversations about our personal experiences and how we feel like, that's something that we need to be sharing with other people. Sometimes just hearing other people's personal growth stories and saying, oh man, I've been through that too, just makes you feel a little bit better. So we're here to share, and if it helps, awesome. If you laugh at us, great. And that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. So Amie and I, up until today, really, we sat next to each other at work. Our desks were side by side, and this chick always gives me these looks throughout the day. And sometimes it's because I irritate her. But sometimes it's because I guess I said something that struck a chord with her. And next thing you know, we're like deep diving into these insane conversations about our tragic stories, and which you're going to hear a lot of them as episodes go. Trust me, you don't want them all now, but you will hear a lot of them. we got to build up to those. But so one day, out of the blue, it just hit me when I was taking a shower, and I was like, oh my God, Amie and I should do a podcast. And so, like, the next day I came to work and I was like, Amie, I got an idea. And she looks again, she gives me a crazy look all the time.
Because she's always got some ideas.
Full of them. But I said, hey, what would I, like, would you even consider, and I was like, would you even consider doing a podcast with me? And she just,
no. You said interview on a podcast.
I don't think that's what I said.
It was something along those lines, because you insinuated that it would just be one, and I was okay with that. And this has put me into a full-on panic. You should have seen just a few minutes before this happened. I was freaking out a little bit. But yeah, so she made me do it.
Okay, first off, I don't remember saying interview on a podcast. I remember asking her to do the podcast. Now, if that's what she heard, that's her problem. Because this is all news to me. This is what she thought. No wonder you said, man, you're turning this into a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Now that makes sense. You thought I was just going to interview you.
That's what I thought. That was the implication in my mind. Oh. But that was probably just to cure my own stage fright, if you will. So this is totally out of my comfort zone. But she's really good at doing that, pushing you out of your comfort zone and making you grow. So yeah.
Well, that's kind of why I'm
motivational bitch right here.
So we've been talking about this for what, 2-3 weeks now.
Yeah, about 2 weeks.
A little while. And so we have a whole list of things that we want to talk about. Things like movies that wrecked us is something we'll discuss. How music impacts our lives, our overcoming trauma, bad relationships, crisis, mental health crisis, living with mental illness. These are all things we will discuss on this show, and we hope to make it very fun and lighthearted, but give you some real truth and real rawness to what we've experienced over the course of our 30 some odd years.
And just what worked for us too, like in a practical sense, to make it through those issues, those times. You know, you get so much different information from professionals and from, you know, would-be friends that are telling you opposing things, and none of them have ever been in that situation before. So, you know, having people that you have not necessarily shared trauma with, but you know, that if you've gone through similar situations and just going, hey, I've been there, I get that, it sucked, this is what I did, maybe it works for you. If it doesn't, take pieces of what I have to say. Like, we're all on this planet together. We need to talk to each other, share with each other. That's the only way we're all going to grow.
So I have a question for you.
Yes.
So, since you thought this was originally going to be one interview, and it turned out to be an entire podcast series that we're doing, a show, so to speak.
Yeah.
Which is also going to be on YouTube with video, so you can see the crazy looks she gives me.
Cue panic.
But like, how come you didn't go stop at any point during this crazy train?
Because secretly I really wanted. I really wanted to just kind of share things that I've been through, and if something that I've gone through can help you, then by all means it's my duty to give it to you guys. That's about it.
Yay. So what are some things you're excited for us to talk about on this show?
I'm definitely excited about our reaction videos, because guys, there's so much stuff that this woman has not seen, or like, and vice versa. I just learned about Rock of Ages multiple times today.
It's such a good movie.
So
life-changing.
Super excited for those. And talking about mental illness, really excited about that one. I think that's something that needs to be shared a lot, and personal perspectives shared for mental illness.
Yeah, mental illness is so stigmatized that, like, everyone's afraid to talk about it. You know, if you're diagnosed with major depression or bipolar disorder, or if you struggle as a codependent, you know, you get written off as broken. And just because we're mentally ill doesn't mean we're broken. I am diagnosed with major depression, PTSD. My husband is bipolar 1. So I'm also codependent. So like, and but that doesn't, I mean, we bad bitches. Like,
that's right.
We bad. So
unstoppable almost.
Yes, ain't nothing gonna stop us. Nope. So I hope everybody that's listening to this or watching this, whichever avenue you're doing, that you like and subscribe to our podcast, to our YouTube channel, and
come watch the chaos unfold.
Yes, come on down. And if anything we say resonates with you, if you have questions, feel free to reach out to us. Our links to our social media are in the description, as well as links to other resources. Keep in mind, this show is not intended to replace the help of a licensed mental health professional. And if you are in crisis, please call 911.
Please.
Or if someone you know is in crisis, please call 911. Amie, is there anything else you'd like to share with our listeners and viewers today?
I'm really excited to just get to know everybody, see where this crazy idea takes us, and um, and hopefully just everybody grows together, and just sharing a little bit of our fucked up selves with your fucked up self, and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, and also I forgot to mention, we do have our Facebook group. Links in the comments. Amie and I will be very active in that group. It's a place for people to come together who are struggling, to support one another, and just be a place, a safe space on the internet. So please click the link in the description to join. And that's it, guys. Y'all have a awesome evening, afternoon, day, whatever time it is that y'all are listening to. And love and high vibes. Bye.
Bye.